Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap video here for the SPY. As you can see, there's no new notes on here for a few days. Haven't really traded the SPY lately. Had a few trades in SPX and some other names that I've been taking swings in off of lows. So onto the trade plan I'm looking for is simply a break above this little consolidation area that has now formed over the last couple of days. I'll take some 260 calls about 2 weeks in the future. If that fails and comes down to my moving averages down here, the 8 and 21, I will take the 256 calls, 256 and a half calls, because they'll likely climb up a little bit uh, as price action opens up on Monday. So if it opens up lower, then I'll go to 256s or maybe 255 and a half. So it all depends on where these moving averages are on Monday. I'm looking for this, even though it's a very sharp trend, I'm looking for this trend to continue higher, essentially something like this for a potential V bottom. Now, I understand it's going to run into a point somewhere which might be right here where it does start to consolidate and go sideways before we decide to see where it goes. And at that point, it'll probably pierce above, come back down, pierce below, pierce above, something to that effect until we do finally break one way or the other. Now, onto the monthly time frame, and it's a little bit easier to see what these lines are in this red box. This is the channel that broke from 2018 and a recent downtrending support that broke a couple of weeks ago. In between here is what I'm going to consider the breakdown level. So what that means is this initial move, there's going to be a lot of bears that try and catch this level somewhere around here simply because it was a prior breakdown. So it held once as support, is broken now as support, so it should be resistance. There's going to be a lot of interest in this level is all it really boils down to. My bet is that interest is the bulls are going to win and push it up at least to the 50 SMA, and then we'll see what happens. If the bears start to win, as I said, I'll take my loss. I'll get out. If this trend breaks, I'll just simply sit and wait. At that point, I'll have a level here and a level here that I'll try and trade off of as well. So a couple of levels to keep in mind. My belief is that we have bottomed for at least near term, and even if we do roll all the way back over, these are going to be levels to buy in my opinion. So we'll see what happens going forward. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Have a good weekend and good luck on Monday.